Nancy and I went to all these craft shows to look for artists, and Nancy was always extremely excited when she found a young artist who was just starting out and showing sometimes at one of those exhibitions for the very first time. And she did a wonderful job of really championing those artists and getting their work, kind of talking with them too about what was selling, what was, how to be a really professional craftsperson and help them with their business. And I really admired seeing her do that.
Being able to help artists and work with them and help them develop. There were a few who I definitely was able to lift them up. One in particular is Eva Hild, a Swedish artist. And I went to an international festival that took place in Norway. And they had a lot of exhibitions. And she was in some of them. And I'd never seen her work before, but I knew it was special. And you never really know if you're going to be able to sell somebody's work. Sometimes when you think you can, you can't. It doesn't work. And with her, I didn't know. And I remember that the first pieces that we sold of hers were $5,000 or $6,000 a piece. And we sold her show out to the point where the people who wanted to buy, they didn't even have to see it. They bought it. And they were smart to do it because the value, the works that were $5,000 or $6,000 now are like $20,000, and up. And another thing that came out of that was that she had some work donated by a client to the Alfred Museum. The man who bought it said that he wanted students to see what you can do and that it's possible to do something. And so he bought a sculpture for me, which was the thrill of my life. He paid us $350,000. Isn't that fantastic? Sounds fantastic. And she's still working and doing a lot of very interesting things. And I spent a little bit of time in Sweden when I went down to see some more of her work and what other people were doing, and there was nobody in Sweden doing what she was doing. She was, very, very talented. Well, that whole saga with her was very gratifying, very gratifying.
I think she's always been interested in new and interesting work and has an extraordinary eye for potential and for talent and for something new that has the artist who has the potential to grow, who has something there. And I think because she has that ability to see that, and I think got better and better over time with the gallery at helping those young artists to succeed. That was always an important part of how she developed the gallery. I think it was less a conscious decision that she was going to mentor young people. I think it was more spotting the talent and providing what that artist needed. Having said that, I think she understood what the artist needed was more than just a gallery. That whether it was a young man or young woman, that person needed cultivating on a personal level as well as an artistic level. And she did that. She could see the talent and she could help that person to develop.